Welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of the brilliant Beyond the Void. This is a remarkable history of Badger Books. The book came out this year and you can find it on Bear Alley Books on their website and also copies on Amazon. It cost me £27, I think, plus obviously £2.80 for postage and packaging. So it can be found obviously a few places. But this book is brilliant. It's all about Badger Books. And if you haven't collected Badger Books, well, obviously there's a lot of books to collect. Apparently, they created or published over 700 of them, 80 magazines and comics. And also, the authors were not Isaac Asimov or anything like that, but they churned out a lot of novels. And it says there, earned them £27 or less, some of them written over a weekend. I can't actually give any comments about the style or how great the books were or how bad they were because I haven't got any in front of me. Still, this is by Steve Holland, and I love Steve Holland's work. I've got some here, Forgotten Authors, Volume 1, as well as, I think it's Volume 3 there. Really, really excellent books. Really worth checking out as well. So let's go through the book itself. Nice soft cover, 170 pages. Really, really nice. And it's also on nice quality paper as well. It's not super glossy. It's not obviously top notch, sort of like a real amazingly published book, but it's still pretty impressive. And certainly a lot better than the usual sort of Amazon ones I quite often get. I was quite relieved when I got it that it wasn't an Amazon published one. And here it is, Beyond the Void. And you can see covers men behind the books, also the Badger Book cover artists as well, and also checklists. You've got various comics as well, complete index, and welcome to the bizarre world of Badger Books. And let's go through a few of the pages here. Beyond the Void. I say it's a nice quality pictures all the way through this. Many are quite small. I mean, you're obviously not going to get like that sort of size. You can see the size there. I mean, some are slightly bigger. Obviously, some done at slightly different angles. But it's well written, this book. Very, very interesting. Gives you a lot of details about all the authors. Fanthorpe. I imagine there's other books about him as well. Atomic Nemesis. Some of them are really pretty awful titles. Phantom Detective Cases. Thrilling Westerns. So you can see it was a mix of books. And it gives all details about all the various financial, etc. All the various raiding of news agents to find. Because quite often, those sort of things. I love that. Police officers are raiding news agents up and down the country looking for obscene publication and gangster novels. Weird. Gangster novels. Why were they in that list? Anyway, futuristic science stories, tales of tomorrow, wonders of the spaceways. All great stuff. And also you've got Comanche capture there. And you can see you've got page after page after page. And also, of course, got those sort of ones. And this is just great covers. These, you can, I'm certain, find them reasonably priced. Sometimes maybe not. Some about £30, £40, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a pulp expert, so when it comes to all the pricing for all things, but I love this sort of thing. You've also got there, obviously, a sketch that was done for there. And also you've got Who. Obviously, that's a fairly well-known author there. Can never say his name. Algis Budrys. I suppose that's how you say it. 12 to the Moon. Novelisation by Robert A. Wise. Now, his name's familiar as well. Trevor Thorpe. Now, of course, some of these might actually be famous authors. Without actually going into all the things, but quite often you find, oh, this one's not Robert Wise. I've seen confusing him with, of course, the American film director, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Oh, could have been, couldn't it? And also nurse ones you got there, Riverboat Renegade. And it's got lots and lots of lists. I mean, romance series. You can see all the romance series there. Surgeon at Arms, Calling Dr. Conway, and so on. Lots and lots of those. And they turn up quite really. Oh, The Exorcists. No relation to the film, I guess. City of Storm. Obviously, lots of Nazi war ones and all those sort of things. The Morning Calm. Out of this world. But also, they've got these comics. I have seen some of these comics. They do turn up. All original comic, £1 shilling. You can see there. I mean, the artwork doesn't look too bad, to be honest. It's not. I mean, obviously they might vary from comic to comic, and obviously also Parade of Lovelies. Obviously miscellaneous magazines. It says there, Man Behind the Black Sphere. Obviously a little article there, and also John S. Glasby, I should say. Bibliography: The Undivided. Freedom is the Spur, apparently, and. Loads of certain name there, Neil Gaiman. Brian Aldiss, Fanthorpe fans. So Brian Aldiss, I really love Brian Aldiss, really good. I was talking about, obviously, for many years, blah, blah, blah. Excellent. Didn't realise that. Didn't see that last time when I went going through this. Fanthorpe Way for Fun and Profit. I think he churned out quite a lot of the microscopic ones. Oh, what was that? Uranium-235. Rodent mutant. You wouldn't want to face him in a dark night, would you? I mean, wow. And that's by Bron Fane. Yeah, that's the trouble with a lot of these ones, obviously. Unless you go through it or you know some of these authors, you probably, when you're reading it, you think that's a X, Y, Z. I wouldn't be very good on that. Flank assault and so on. So you can see there's a whole range of, and obviously an index at the back. And I say, it's got a lovely little art section as well, which is always good. Obviously a little bit of description. Now he's got forgotten authors. Forgotten authors. It would be nice. Forgotten artists. That would be a real, maybe, a couple of pages. Obviously all the artists, because I'm always fascinated about some of these artists, because you think, what happened to them? So this book, wow, really, really good book. Beyond the Void. I love these sort of books. I've got quite a few, probably too many of these sort of books, because sometimes the covers probably are the best things. Not always. I mean, there are some good stories. And when I was younger, I used to read thousands of these. Went through loads of them. But now I must admit, I look at them and think, oh, that cover looks great. Destination Moon. Oh, that's not the one I was thinking. Well, this is a great, great purchase. Really worth checking out. If you're a fan of sort of these books of lots and lots of covers, this book is just going to be a must to buy, because it's just great. Full of some wonderful covers. Like I say, in very decent quality. Now, of course, everyone will say, but you can see lots of these online. Of course you can. That's the one thing now. These sort of books probably are less important than they were, but I still think they're great. I really think that it's great that people put comments about them, discuss it, the sort of thing you probably can't really get, that context that's, on the web. Yes, you can see a picture, but what was behind it, all the other ones all joined it. And also, of course, sometimes, who knows? At least this guy obviously knows his stuff, and you're getting the real perfect information from this book. So, Beyond the Void by Steve Holland, as mentioned, it's from Bear Alley Books, and really worth picking up this book. And it's, reasonably priced. How long these books are around for? Quite often with these things, you never know. I mean, sometimes you go to them and think, oh, is that still available? So if you want to get this book, I definitely recommend checking it out now. And I've just forgotten to quickly show you that as well. So you've got there, Essex, obviously, Bellevue Road, apparently. I've got that one. That's very good. Pages from History, a really excellent book. Obviously, Hank Jansen, I've got a few Hank Jansen books, really good. And there's Forgotten Authors there. Now, it says 4 volumes. For some weird reason, I thought there were 5. Might be wrong. But that one looks good, and I keep thinking about it. I've seen that at Comic Marts. It's one of those ones that I think I picked up at Comic Mart and looked. And I might check that one out. Going to Comic Mart very soon. So I definitely will maybe get that. But this one, I love it. Absolutely love it. Beyond the Void by Steve Holland.